Hello and welcome to our Monday night live show. Yeah, somehow my setup is it was a little bit strange. Yeah? I started my broadcasting software and somehow it lost all the things that I said last week. Yeah? I don't know how that happened. Anyway, it looks a little bit different. I have to really check this while having a bit more time on my hands. I set this up like a couple of minutes before the show. It is just a little bit different than it usually is, but I think it will work out, so let's not worry too much. I'm going to request a 5-minute game and check this after the show. Also, there's no green screen up, so you have a good look at the books behind me. Let's see the first game, playing Van Impe. Okay, I'm going knight f3 here against him. I'm a little bit surprised that he's got the Belgium flag. This is an IM from Germany usually. Okay, let's go back to an e4 position. And yeah, this is not a particularly great line that he plays, but he always plays that, and I don't understand why. Knight a6. Yeah, I think you just take, and isn't that very weird? Even bishop d2, yeah, and then bishop c3 looks good. I mean, black is a pawn down in this position. And does he really have a good position here? If I just go e5. Don't quite get it. It's going to e4. This is enough for the pawn? Really? He's attacking c5. Yeah, I should pay attention. It still looks a bit strange. We'll see. Maybe he can regain the pawn tactically, but the development is not great. Black's development. Yeah, he's ahead on the clock. I agree on that. Okay, so this way. Okay, let me take this and develop, I guess, or queen e2 to immediately trade. Yeah, why not? I need to, I mean, I cannot castle with the queen on a6, so let's do this. Yeah, does black have compensation here? That's a good question. I really don't believe it. So I can take here, right? Is there a tactic that I'm missing? No, I can just take. Really? Are you serious? Okay, so he gets his back, but in the process I get my my pieces developed okay. Knight out, now probably rook d8. Yeah, or this one. Huh? Well, I don't really believe it still. Let's see, how do I get my rook into the game? Probably via a3. So yeah, let's go here. e4 knight d2 is not a concern, I think. Okay, I might as well prevent it. Knight e6 to f4, that could be an idea. If I go here though, what is he doing? Is the Chigorin okay for black? You mean the Chigorin defense to the Queen's Gambit, or is there are a couple of Chigorins out there? I mean, that opening cannot be completely bad, but it is certainly not easy to handle. I think it's interesting though, the Chigorin defense to the Queen's Gambit. It's one of the very few defenses against d4 where you've got real piece play going for you, and you don't have this all that often in d4 openings, especially if it's something with not such a high theoretical workload. Yeah, let's say another defense that would have good piece play is the Grunfeld, but playing the Grunfeld is really tough from the theoretical point of view. Okay. It's giving me a couple of pawns, which is nice. Always nice if they are generous and give you pawns. Maybe it's giving me even more. And now, knight g5, or what are we doing here? Knight g5, no, this is also hanging on f6. So how do we win this position? There should be a win. Knight cannot move. Can also give a check. But what is his next move? Maybe I should just do this. Intending knight c4. Maybe he takes g2 here, huh? No, it's still tough for him to move. Got him completely tied down here on that knight. Knight b5. Knight d5. Yeah, that's the exchange, and all in all it's a bit too much. Okay, so I just take it here. It should be the easiest way to win. What is the quickest way to do this? Yeah, probably just push this forward. Cannot take this anyway. That was a little bit loose what I did here. I could have done that in a little bit easier way. It's still completely winning, but it was quite unnecessary. I'm promoting the h-pawn. Yeah, that was a little bit weird play in the end, but it was not spoiled at any point. Yeah, I don't know. He always plays this opening, which I think is just incorrect. Okay, let's get a new game going. I have a new challenge out. Okay, what is my rating here? 2380 something. Let's see if we can get above 2400. That would be good. Yeah, I don't know. I started this software and I had set it up last week and somehow it lost all the settings, which was quite weird. I had to build up everything new, yeah, in the XSplit software, and really strange. Okay, let's go play King Lear. Somebody mentioned the Chigorin defense to the Queen's Gambit. Yeah, I have no real idea about it, but let's do it. I know that this is a line. It looks extremely funky. Somebody played this against me quite a bit. I'm not really sure who that was. I think Chromos, I think was the name. FIDE Master, I think. So, yep, let's develop. Okay, I have to go back. Yeah, what is that? Is that a decent position, or am I just a bit worse? Maybe, yeah, I'm a bit worse. Okay, so he goes to c4, yeah. Not much to do about that. Is he going to go f4? That's possible, so maybe I should give some more protection to f4, some more guard. Yeah, I cannot allow the doubling of the pawns. Okay, I can go h6 and back to, yeah, let's do this. Is f5 a move in this position or not? Yeah. I think I need to get some concrete play going. And I mean, this is somewhat active. I have some decent pieces, yeah. But white seems to be better. Also, I'm not quite sure if he just... Okay, what is the point? Bishop f2 maybe. Yeah, I will just pile up. Yeah, the bishop on d6. Gajinsko says a nice pawn. Yeah, I see your point, but I don't know. It's a bit more than a pawn still, because it can be freed up. Maybe I should have tried to prepare e4 instead of what I did. That's possible. Okay, so now I'm threatening to take on g2, which is quite obvious, admittedly, but you can try. Okay, so I can take this, or what is the defense? Knight e3, no. Boom. Any thoughts on the World Rapid and Blitz? White resigns. Yeah, that wasn't a very subtle threat, but it worked. Yeah, the king takes, queen f3, I take f2. Any thoughts on the World Rapid and Blitz happening in Saudi Arabia? A lot of players seem to be protesting it. Yeah, am I allowed to make political statements? It's a little bit trickier, but as long as it's not about Donald Trump, I might be able to say something. Well, people protest, yeah, against those things, but I mean, they still play at the end, is the thing, yeah. I mean, they had the Women World Championship in Iran, yeah, and I mean, at the end, they played. Most of the women played. I mean, there were some protests, but actually boycotting it was really rare. So if people don't like it, yeah, they should simply not go, and we'll see if that happens. On the part of FIDE, I don't quite understand. Is it really the case that there are no other countries applying for those events? Yeah, is it really that it has to be dictatorships and other questionable countries all the time? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, is it really the case that you don't get let's say normal countries applying? Maybe this really is the case. I think it's really a bit of a shame in some way. We had the Rapid and Blitz in Berlin some time ago in 2015, and I was really hoping to play there, but then the German Chess Federation for some reason made it like you needed 2,500 to play, so I wasn't allowed. It was crazy. And then at the end, people that showed up at the event were allowed to play basically no matter what the rating was, so that was extremely strange. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Knight e5, he will attack this. Yeah, I mean, it's a wacky opening that he played, but it doesn't feel all that terrible actually. The position now, I mean. It's not all that terrible. So I can take c7 here, and I probably should, because it leaves black weirdly coordinated. I will go knight a5. And maybe just bishop g2 is good. I mean, black's play is a little bit loose, if you want to call it like that, but it doesn't mean that I'm winning automatically. Queen h3 he will take, and then knight e5. That really gives black some sort of compensation. Yeah, that's not a clear position really. Well, I wonder if e4 is a move to return the pawn. It looks again quite loose, but I have to play quickly. He can take, of course, but I felt like returning stuff is not a bad idea. I also have e5 coming. So e5, what is he going to do? Knight d4 maybe. Something like that. This is also hanging. Maybe take this. Position is probably just winning for white, but I mean, it's Blitz, yeah. So this, and he will take a1. I can check there, but that doesn't really work, so if I just castle here, maybe. Tja. He has no real way to save the knight anyhow. Bishop e7, there's queen h8. And with castles, I'm at least developing somewhat. f5 and bishop g5 is certainly good to play here as an idea. At least now he's thinking a little bit and not playing instant moves all the time. I mean, he clearly decided early on that he just wants to play something wacky and irritate me. And so he gives that up. Well, okay. I kind of have to take it. Okay, and now I'm sitting in that diagonal. I would like to attack a little bit myself and not just defend. Well, here, I mean, I think he cannot. Yeah, I want to at least prevent him from being on the G8 on the G file, which worked. Yeah, is there anything active that I can play instead of moving the rook? Probably not, so let's move the rook. Okay, so I think e5 looks right, yeah, being active. And now here, and then knight e4 next. Knight e4 to take on c5. It would be nice. Knight e4. I mean, you can take, but it doesn't really do much. You can take on f1, but I take c5. Takes. I don't know. I am on 30 something seconds. Yeah. Yeah, so he swindled me. Yeah. That always sucks, yeah. Someone playing complete nonsense and then you lose the threat. But okay, anyway, it happens, and it happened a lot against this player. I mean, I usually have winning positions and then he finds some tactic. Okay. Anyhow, probably I was talking too much at the beginning. Okay, so let's have a new game going, and it was kind of tricky at the first, yeah. I mean, here somewhere in a Blitz game, that's probably playable, but I just spent far too much time. So we have Pexi here playing with white, and what are we going to do? Let's try something else. Oh, I wanted to test the perk defense, and now we get into some sort of Sicilian. Okay. He tries for the big clamp, as it is called. Yeah, I don't really know this stuff. Was there a question about an Endgame book? Yeah, I didn't see it. I have to say I'm sorry. I was looking at the game before that and not really seeing the question. So if you would repeat it, it would be nice, and I'm happy to try to answer. Okay, I should really not blunder this kind of things. Okay, very strange. Okay, it is not so easy, but I really should not blunder things like this. I think you should probably, well, there's a question, what endgame book, yeah? Turetsky's Endgame Manual or Fundamental Chess Endings? I don't know, do you really need fundamental chess endings? I think for fundamentals, yeah, you might as well use the 100 Endgames book, and for more complicated stuff, the Endgame Manual. I don't think you need much more. I think you only need those two Endgame books. Of course, there's tons more, and if you want to do something else, yeah, you can get Korchnoy's book on rook endings, for example. It's an interesting book, of course, but in general, I think the usual suspects, the Endgame Manual and the 100 Endgames is totally sufficient. I don't think you really need much more. Okay, so here I'm a pawn down, but I can always claim some compensation with the bishop pair. Even if it's not warranted, you can always say, I've got the bishop pair. So it's kind of, yeah, maybe it is enough, maybe not. Probably not. But maybe it is, actually. Maybe it is. His rook on a3 is kind of weird, and I have a quite active positions. I don't want to take on b5, really. Maybe I go back and go a6 or something, or the knight on e7 is not a good piece, yeah. Maybe I should activate it, but I don't really know where and how. Maybe here, I don't know, it's really not easy. Yeah, I would go for the Turetsky one if you don't have it. I mean, it's kind of, even if it is too even if it is a bit too sophisticated in some cases, it's still kind of the book, yeah. It's always good to have simply sometimes to look things up or make sure about some things if you don't really know exactly if something is correct or not. I don't know, Korchnoy's book, I mean, I have it in German language, and it was, I think, originally released in German, but there should be translations. There's just one book by Korchnoy on rook ending, so it's if I said like the Korchnoy book, there is only this book as far as I know. And again, I have the German language version, and I'm not aware of something else existing. But I mean, there should be an English version. It would be weird if they have not translated that. It's a couple of years old, obviously, so it probably will have the odd will have the odd imprecision due to yeah, simply engines not being used that much, but it's still very good stuff. So I'm still that pawn down, and try to prove some sort of compensation. Probably I don't have any. Yeah, but I have to regroup here, and the knight does not have fantastic squares. No a3, no d6. I mean a3, but okay, that's not a really great square to go to. I'm not really sure if a6 is a move for me or not. 96. Maybe 96 is actually a move for him, but b2 hangs, so not straight away. Yeah, this is an interesting choice. I have I have a5, after which he has to take, so his pawn structure will be weakened a lot. Rubinstein's endgames were excellent, yeah, but you cannot really say it's perfect or anything. I mean, this is like 100 years ago, and obviously today they are stronger, but it was still very good, and especially considering that in that time the defense wasn't all that great. That often makes excellent study material. Okay, I did not really see that he attacks this, so I have to do something funny here. If he takes c8, queen c7, he only has bishop a6, which is not all that clear if this is great. His knight simply has no squares, so at least that was my idea. Trapping this. When bishop a6, I go b3. That was my point. Okay. How does he keep it? I don't see how he keeps it. Maybe he just wants to win on time, which is a good strategy. I am down on time quite a lot. Can take e4 actually. Yeah, this way he will definitely win on time. What a joke. That silly queen f6 won him the game. Yeah, okay, that is just what happens. Okay. So, let's go for the next game. Yeah, I don't know. We still have to put up with non-increment chess here. I mean, you see how silly it is. If you see the St. Louis tournament at the moment, it's a completely idiotic way of playing chess nowadays. You see the game Wesley So against Dominguez, yeah. Crazy. Okay, gracias por nada. Okay. Did I play him last week? Yeah, I think I played him last week. Yeah, I think he plays the same stuff with white, yeah, if I'm correct, I'm not mistaken. What would be the score if Carlsen played Rubinstein in a world match? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, these are always weird things to think about. Yeah, in a purely time machine situation. Yeah, I mean, it would be a very clear win, of course, for Carlsen. But I mean, they were extremely well talented players back in the day, so they would catch up quite quickly, yeah, with modern play. So I'm keeping this covered. Yeah, black tries to maybe exchange his bishop with queen b6 and things like that. He's quick on the c file. It's probably just about equal, this position. Yeah, just equal. Yeah, this ending is not much, but you can play it, of course, and claim that you have the slightly more active pieces and a slightly better structure. Maybe you can claim that. I will try. Gain some space. Knight d7 probably. I don't think I can take h7. No, he goes there. Okay. Oh, Italy is out of the World Championships. That's crazy, right? Yeah, that wasn't an easy match. Yeah, Sweden is not an easy opponent. But of course, you can always say they should have done it in the regular group. I'm not really well informed. I don't know what opponents they had in the regular group. I mean, for example, Germany had a fairly simple group to qualify in, I think. I mean, we had absolutely no problem to do it. Yeah, well, talking about Italy and football, I'm trying to squeeze water out of stone here. I mean, I'm a bit better here, but I don't know. Tough to break down black. I think he just has to go back to c8. Bishop b5, I take d6, that should be excellent for white. Knight b5, I just take the knight probably and play with knight against bishop. And his bishop will never take any of my pawns. Yeah, I think this is best. So now my idea here was to head towards g4. Yeah, he wants to put the bishop on b5, which he will probably manage. Bishop, and then I'm going back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Carlsen is really a fantastic blitz player. It's just astounding. He's probably completely dominating Ding in the blitz. I didn't see anything, of course, because I was working this evening. So let's go here. So is h6 on the agenda? Probably it is. Okay, I have to do this anyway, I guess. Oh, this one. If I take... I don't really see any progress if I take. Yeah. So tries to go to e7 to f5, or where is he going? We'll see. And it will be probably difficult to make any serious headway. My knight has no squares is the thing. It has no squares to go to. If I go b5, he has to go back with the bishop. I mean, like there, like to e8. That looks extremely awful, but probably difficult. Difficult to do much against it. Yeah, maybe I should have taken. Maybe I should have taken them on h5. Let's see what happens now. Time is not great. Can probably not take this. It's probably just to draw this position. It's a bit of a shame because of black's extremely passive play, but you can maybe not win it. I have absolutely no time on the clock. He's I mean, this is absolutely terrible position. Now this is actually marching. I have no time. He will win this game after playing extremely passive moves the whole game. But okay, I'm just a bit too slow today, which is not entirely unusual. Yeah, I forfeited on time. I don't know. That was just like, that was just too slow. Yeah. I mean, the whole game again, yeah, was pretty straightforward, but I know, playing too slowly. Yeah, the Rapid and Blitz World Championships being in Saudi Arabia, I don't know. Did players already say that they wouldn't play or so? Somebody in particular? I did not really follow the subject. They only announced it some days ago. I know that Anna Musicuk will not play. I read that. She said that she's said that she wouldn't play, and she cannot. She said that she cannot defend her 2 titles. So in the meantime, I started the game against EM Kilian, Carlo D'Amore, And we have the Scotch 4 knights on the board. So let's see, he's trying to, that's wrong, he's not trying to play actively, he does play actively. So yeah, rook e1 maybe, is that a good idea? Yeah, c4, I have knight g3 or knight f4, so I've got some square for the bishop. Huh. He still plays it. I'm a little bit surprised that he does so. I mean, I'm not saying that I have something fantastic. I'm still surprised. Okay, let's do this. Queen c3, I just sacrifice, and I go bishop f5 next. I don't know, isn't that a weakened structure? Okay, I have knight f5. It's not really that great, but I can just go here. Yeah? That's not bad. White has a very sound pawn structure. Here I might even consider to simply drop back and say that this is a great position for the bishop. No, that's not bad. Rook a1 next. Yeah, I think I'm slightly better in this position. At least slightly better. Maybe even more. But I'm very slow today. I don't really know. I didn't really have such a... I mean, I have no excuse. I had a typical work day, let's say, and nothing terrible. So like I'm a bit tired, but nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, I'm thinking about knight to f5 if this is the move. Really not sure about it. Knight f5 or knight h5, yeah. Stephen is suggesting this in the chat. Definitely possible moves. Yeah, he's trying to go a4. Yeah, that's quite understandable. Yeah, it's a good question. Bayerischer Schweizer asks, what is harder, doing 8 hours of chess lessons or 8 hours in IT controlling, what I did before doing chess teaching full time? The 8 hours of lessons is definitely harder, because in the 8 hours, if you really do like 8 hours of lessons, a full 8 hours, you just have to, you have no moments of relaxation. If you do 1 hour of a chess lesson, you're basically thinking the whole time, and you're asking questions, checking answers. Yeah, you have no quiet moment in some way. And in a typical office environment, you have those moments simply where you don't do all that much, like reading something, or you just don't do anything for a couple of minutes, and this is difficult in a lesson. At least the way I do the lessons, I usually do stuff. So this is all nice and good, but probably with a4 he's going to yeah, defend this, yeah, quite easily. Or do I have any chance here to do stuff? I go here, yeah, but it's probably not much. I mean, it is not much. Yeah, what I was thinking is maybe he will take on a4, I guess. Like here. And then this, controlling f4. Then I can try h4, h5, but it's still, of course, nothing. I mean, okay, you can also never lose, but it's probably just equal. Yeah, that's true. And in office you can be lazy for 10 minutes and nobody notices, yeah. But it's a little bit difficult if you are in a chess lesson. Yep, it's not much, if anything, but you can try. You can try. Any way of provoking some sort of weakness. Oh, wow. Going for fancy stuff. So I can take here. He's a bit down on time. Can take here and give a check. Because at least you can work in your underwear. Not sure. It would feel weird to work in my underwear. I mean, you can definitely in the summer you can wear shorts, which is nice. I can just win on time this position, yeah, of course, by taking, or let's say continue this position. Yeah, I would definitely become a teacher again. Yeah, it's a really great job. Yeah, I can offer a draw. I'm not really the kind of person who plays this on. it's really a little bit ridiculous. So let's go one more game. I think one more game is in order. I don't know. I really lost quite a bit today, right? What did I do today? That was not a good score. Yeah, I won the first, yeah, and then lost them. Melikona, that's who is that? Mika Kartunen. He's got a high rating, yeah. Usually his rating is lower. 2.5 something. Okay, yeah, D3 Rui. Slower build up. Okay, I want to go with G6 here. With knight to C3, okay. And knight D5, what's the point here? Yeah, maybe I could have tried a little bit more in that game. You're right, there's a remark by Steven that I probably did not try the hardest in the game against Kirlian. That's maybe true, yeah. I probably could have set him more problems. So, yeah, white is, what is white doing here? Not much. I wonder if this is a move or not. A good move, I mean. I'm always a little bit uncertain. Yeah, those knight c3 setups tend to they tend to be a little bit beyond me. Maybe this is not good. So I'm basically claiming that this bishop is not good, but he tries to regroup it. Knight d7, no, g4. I have knight d4. It's not a big deal. At least I think it is. Yeah, you cannot bet on chess games, I think, online. And I think it makes some sense, yeah, because collusion in chess games is so easy to accomplish. So no betting side would probably be willing to go for this. Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah, but b4 such a problem? I can take on knight d7. I've got the a file. So I'm trying to trade the f3 knight. And b4 I take, go back to d7. So okay. So he basically says, okay, f5, okay, f5 is ridiculous. So yeah, a4 I didn't like because of bishop b4. That probably just loses the a pawn in the long run. Oh, c4. Ah, d4, I mean d4. Maybe it's not such a big deal, but h5 hangs, you know. Okay, he didn't think about it at all, I think. It seems, at least. Okay, just thinking about bishop h6. Yeah, you could bet on the, yeah, that's true, yeah? The Carlsen match last year you could bet on, but so okay, is b5 a move? Trying to undermine it here? Probably not. Bishop g5. I'm a bit too slow here in making a decision. This is again trying to prepare bishop h6. And he gets back here. Okay. I'm just too slow here. What the heck am I doing? Surprised that he took. I was thinking knight g5. Okay. I get a square here. I wonder if I'm overlooking something fundamental, like f4 or so. I don't know. I think this looks kind of okay. So I can take on g6 after knight c4. Okay. That's bad. Okay. He might just crush me here, but knight e6, queen h4 isn't clear. Not at all clear. Knight f8, even knight f3 is a move, but he has got king h1, unfortunately. I think I probably have to recapture then, or do something crazy like knight f3 and then queen g3. Okay, just that. I can still play that. Maybe not. Knight g3. Take. No, it's not clear, but I can take. Is there a threat? Queen f6 maybe, but not as long as my queen is here. I have no time. What am I doing here? I'm just playing extremely slowly. I'm just playing far too slowly here. Maybe queen f8 does even work now. Yeah, probably it does. Knight f5. Maybe I can go knight f5. If he takes, yeah, he cannot take. I have 9 seconds though. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very slowish session. Yeah. And now? What now? Oh wow, he blunders mate. What a lucky break. What a lucky break. Nah, I got completely outplayed here. What was the final trick, let's say. Yeah, it was a tough position. I really don't know what to make out of this, how bad this actually is. Yeah, I didn't like my position. It was really not that great. I always struggle with those knight c3 setups. Yeah, I really don't know how to handle them properly, I think. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session. I think I'll be back next week, the same time, same place, and hope to be a little bit quicker in this upcoming session. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll be back next week. Bye bye.